My beloved child, pause for just a moment. Take a deep breath. Let the noise of the world fade, and listen, not just with your ears, but with your spirit. I am here. I am Jesus, your Savior, your refuge, and your closest friend. Before the sun rose today, I was already with you. Before your worries began whispering in your mind, I had already surrounded you with my peace. In my presence, there is no fear, no condemnation, only love that restores and grace that lifts you higher. You don't have to pretend with me. I see everything. I know every tear you've cried in the dark, every silent prayer you whispered when no one else was watching. And yet, not one moment of your life has escaped my loving gaze. You've never walked alone, not even once. I've walked with you through valleys of sorrow and stood beside you in moments of joy. Feel it now, my presence wrapping around you like a warm embrace. The weight you've been carrying. You were never meant to bear it on your own. Lay it down here, at my feet. Let your tears fall. Let your heart speak freely. I am listening. In my hands, you are completely secure. Held. Protected. Treasured beyond all comprehension. You are not defined by your weakness, but by the strength I pour into you. When you feel fragile, I am your shelter. When you're uncertain, I am your guide. When you are joyful, I rejoice with you. You are not invisible to me. I am the shepherd who never loses sight of his sheep. I call you by name. I wrote your name on my heart before the world began, and I have never stopped loving you since. Let my peace flow through you like a gentle river. Breathe it in. Feel the tension leave your body. Let the thoughts that overwhelm you begin to quiet. You are home, in me. You see, I am not just a distant God. I'm not watching your life unfold from afar. I am in the very details of your day, the conversations, the decisions, the dreams, and the doubts. I know the fears that keep you awake and the questions that trouble your soul. But hear this clearly, my love for you is not based on how strong you are or how well you perform. It's based on who I am, unchanging, faithful, overflowing with mercy. That's why even in your lowest moments, I do not pull away. I draw closer. So don't be afraid to draw near. Don't hold back your heart. I delight in your voice. I long for those simple, honest moments when you just come to me, not with perfect words, but with a willing spirit. Let today be the beginning of something new. A deeper trust. A closer walk. A sacred stillness where your soul is restored. You are safe, my child, safe in the shelter of my love. Stay here, beloved. Don't rush away from this moment. Let your heart settle into the quiet. Let my peace, not the world's, be the voice that steadies you now. So much of life demands your attention, pulls you in 1,000 directions, but I'm not asking for perfection. I'm asking for presence. Yours. Here, in this sacred stillness, I am pouring something eternal into your spirit. Not just comfort, but courage. Not just relief, but restoration. My desire is not only to soothe your pain but to awaken within you the deep joy of simply being mine. I know how weary you are. The battle you've fought in silence. The strength you've tried to muster each day while wondering if anyone sees how close you've come to giving up. I see it all. And I'm not disappointed in you, I'm proud of your endurance, your faith, your trust in me even when everything around you seemed uncertain. Come now and rest, not just for a moment, but with the assurance that you don't have to strive to earn this love. It is already yours, and it always will be. Let me carry what has become too heavy. Those burdens that linger in your heart, the memories that still sting, the fears that whisper lies in the middle of the night, place them into my hands. I can carry them all. I will carry you. There is no shame in needing help. I never asked you to be unshakable. I only asked you to stay near. And when you are near, everything changes. The storms lose their power. The noise quiets. The shadows shrink. Because where I am, light always remains. Let my voice be your guide. I will never mislead you. I will never abandon you halfway. Every step you take with me leads to peace, even if the road is still under construction. Even if the answers haven't come. Even if the healing hasn't fully arrived yet. Do not compare your journey to others. I'm not calling you to walk their path. I'm calling you to trust the one I've prepared just for you. My timing is different. My ways are higher. What I've promised, I will fulfill. But I will do it in a way that brings lasting fruit and eternal joy, not just a temporary fix. You may not feel strong, but you are deeply rooted in me. I have planted seeds of faith in you that are breaking through the soil even now. You may not see the fruit yet, but beneath the surface, something beautiful is already growing. So breathe again. This is not the end. You have not missed your moment. You have not fallen too far. You are still in my story. And I'm not done writing the next chapter. Let today be the day your spirit exhales. Let it be the day you choose trust over fear, peace over panic, surrender over striving. I am here, not just for now, but forever. And you, my precious child, are exactly where you need to be, in the presence of the one who knows you fully, loves you completely, and holds you eternally. Rest your heart, dear one, but don't mistake stillness for inaction. Even now, in the silence that surrounds you, I am moving. I am shaping things behind the scenes, things your eyes cannot yet see, but your faith can begin to trust. You've wondered why certain doors remained closed. You've questioned the timing, the delays, the detours. But I ask you now, can you believe that none of it was wasted? That even the pauses were part of my perfect design? When you could not trace my hand, I was still holding yours. When the path ahead blurred and the future felt uncertain, I walked every step beside you. I did not forget you. I did not overlook you. I was guarding the pieces of your life with greater care than you could imagine. Lift your eyes, child. Look again, not with fear, but with faith. What feels like the end of something is the beginning of something greater. I am not finished with your story. I have not only gone ahead of you, preparing the way, but I am also right here in this moment, your steady guide, your constant light. There's no need to race or strive to figure everything out. I didn't call you to chase answers, I invited you to walk with me. Trust is not about knowing all the details. It's about knowing that I'm good and that I don't make mistakes. I see every question you've whispered in the dark. Every why and when that has risen in your heart, I hold them gently, without judgment. And I whisper back with love, wait. Watch. I'm working. Let your confidence rest not in what you see, but in who I am. I am the God who split the sea, who fed the multitude, who raised the dead, who calmed the storm with a single word. And I have not changed. You don't have to understand the process to believe in the promise. Come close, and let me be your map when the road is unfamiliar. My direction is not always loud, but it is always certain. I guide with wisdom that stretches far beyond your view. I protect with love that shields you even from things you never knew threatened you. Stay near. Tune your heart to hear my voice, a whisper that cuts through the noise, a presence that cannot be shaken. Even when life feels like a wilderness, even when the way is narrow, my light never goes out. It may not flood the entire road, but it will always shine enough for the next step. And that is all you need. You are not wandering aimlessly. I'm leading you somewhere purposeful, into healing, into deeper joy, into freedom that lasts. Hold on to that truth. Let it anchor you when doubt tries to creep in. Let it comfort you when the night feels long. For soon, the dawn will break, and you will see how every waiting season, every unspoken prayer, every quiet act of obedience was a building block in the foundation of something divine. You are walking into a promise that cannot be broken. Not because of your perfection, but because of my faithfulness. So let your soul rise. Let your spirit find strength. This is the way forward, hand in hand with me, into the light that never dims. Step by step, you've kept walking, even when you didn't feel strong enough. Even when your heart was heavy and your feet faltered, you moved forward. And that, my child, is courage. But now, let me remind you of something sacred: you were never meant to carry this journey by yourself. Come closer, not because you've earned your place here, but because you already belong. You are mine. And it's in your most fragile moments that my strength shines brightest. Not when you're full of answers or resolve, but when you're empty, unsure, and ready to lean on me completely. Let go of the pressure to hold everything together. You don't have to be everyone's answer. You don't have to always smile through the struggle. I see beyond the surface. I know what you've been carrying. And I want to carry you. There's no shame in being tired. There's no weakness in needing rest. That's why I invite you now: release what's been weighing you down. The hidden anxieties. The unspoken disappointments. The silent fears that keep circling in your thoughts. Give them to me. Let me remind you that my grace is not a reward for the flawless. It's a lifeline for the weary. My mercy meets you right where you are, not where you wish you were, not where you think you should be. You don't have to fix yourself to come to me. You come, and I'll do the healing. I'll do the renewing. I'll pour fresh strength into your soul until you can stand again, not in your own might, but in my power. I want to breathe new life into the dry places of your heart. The dreams you buried because they felt too impossible. The hope you laid aside because it hurt too much to keep waiting. Nothing is too far gone for me to revive. Even now, something is shifting. Not always in your circumstances first, but in your spirit. I'm rebuilding from the inside out. Slowly, gently, but deeply. What looks like stillness is preparation. What feels like delay is refinement. You are being shaped into someone stronger than you know, anchored in truth, rooted in love, and resilient through faith. You may not always feel it, but you are growing. Every quiet prayer, every tear you thought went unnoticed, every time you chose to trust instead of giving up, those moments matter. They are sacred seeds planted in faith, and they will bloom in due time. Hold this truth close: I'm not just with you, I'm for you. I'm invested in your life. I'm working in ways that your natural eyes cannot yet see, orchestrating details with divine precision. So let your heart exhale. Let peace begin to rise where anxiety once lived. You don't have to know what tomorrow holds when you know the one who holds tomorrow. I am that one. And I will not fail you. Even when the world demands more than you feel able to give, let my voice be louder. Let my presence become your sanctuary. Not just a place of escape, but a place of empowerment. I don't just offer rest, I offer renewal. And today, I offer it to you. You felt it stirring deep inside, an ache, a longing, a quiet question: is there more to my life than this? Yes, beloved. There is. And you were made for it. From the very beginning, I crafted you with intentionality. You are not a mistake, not an afterthought, not a shadow in the crowd. You are chosen. You are seen. You are called. Every gift within you, every passion that refuses to die, every tug on your heart that says there's something greater, I placed them there. You carry my image, and within you is a purpose that reflects my heart for this world. But sometimes, the waiting seasons blur the vision. The detours feel like dead ends. The silence feels like abandonment. And in those moments, doubt whispers lies: maybe I missed it. Maybe I'm not enough. Maybe it's too late. Don't listen to those voices. Listen to mine. Nothing about your journey has disqualified you from what I've planned. On the contrary, I use even the broken roads to lead you to the right place. I turn wounds into wisdom. I shape trials into training. I don't waste anything, not your tears, not your prayers, not your pain. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust this: I do. And I'm still writing your story with beauty, purpose, and redemption woven into every line. Your life carries meaning far beyond what the world measures. It's not in achievements or accolades, it's in love that overflows, in kindness that reflects heaven, in faith that stands when everything else falls. You've touched lives in ways you don't even realize. The encouragement you gave when you were hurting. The prayers you whispered for others when your own heart needed healing. The times you showed up, stayed faithful, remained kind, those moments echo in eternity. You are part of something far greater than what your eyes can see. You don't need to chase after influence or validation. I've already affirmed you. I've already opened doors that no man can shut. When the time is right, you'll see the path unfold. But for now, keep walking closely with me. That's where your power lies, not in striving, but in staying connected. Let me shape your vision so you see not just problems, but potential. Let me recalibrate your heart so you stop measuring success by the world's standards and start measuring it by obedience, humility, and love. You don't have to do it all. You only need to do the next thing I place before you. One act of faith. One word of truth. One moment of compassion. And through these small things, I will build something mighty. Don't compare your pace to someone else's. Your story was never meant to look like theirs. I've given you a distinct voice, a unique light, and a mission only you can fulfill. Be faithful with what I've placed in your hands today, and trust that I will multiply it. You're not behind. You're not forgotten. You're right on schedule, my schedule. And I've been preparing the next season of your life with care. So rise with renewed purpose. Speak with clarity. Walk with boldness. Because what I've started in you, I will surely finish. You've walked through valleys. You've stood at the edge of battles you never asked for. You've faced days when it felt like everything in you was barely holding on. But here you are, still breathing, still seeking, still choosing faith. And that matters more than you know. Today, let me speak a truth over your heart that cannot be shaken. You are victorious not because of what you've done, but because of who I am in you. The outcome is not in question. The fight you're in. I've already gone before you. The conclusion was written long ago, etched in my word, sealed with my promise, and secured by the blood of the cross. You are not fighting for victory, you are walking from it. Even when the evidence isn't clear, even when the breakthrough feels far off, even when prayers seem to linger unanswered, I am still moving. I am still God. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop what I have destined for you. So stand tall, not in your own strength, but in mine. When discouragement creeps in, let your heart remember that I don't ask you to carry the weight of your future. I simply ask you to take the next step in trust. Some days, that step will look like boldness. Other days, it might look like resting in me. Both are sacred. Both are faithful. Both are progress. Let joy begin to rise, not because everything is perfect, but because you're anchored in a love that never changes. Let peace guard your heart, not because life is easy, but because you are held by hands that never let go. You don't have to strive to earn my affection. It's already yours. You don't need to fear missing your moment. I am the God of second chances, fresh beginnings, and new mercies every morning. If you ever feel like you've lost time, remember, I am the Redeemer of time. I restore. I rebuild. I renew. Not just your circumstances, but your soul. Your mind. Your joy. Lift your head, child. Not in pride, but in holy confidence. You belong to me. And I don't leave my own to wander without purpose. Every season you've walked through, the quiet ones, the broken ones, the ones filled with celebration and the ones soaked in tears, they've all brought you here, to this sacred place of trust. You're not who you were. You've grown. You've overcome. You've leaned in. And now you are ready, not for a life free from struggle, but for a future filled with meaning. The horizon before you is bright. Not because you'll never face trouble, but because you'll never face it alone. I am your strength in every moment of weakness. I am your wisdom when choices feel unclear. I am your constant when the world shifts and expectations crumble. So walk on. With courage. With grace. With expectancy. You are not finished. You are just beginning. There are prayers still being answered. Promises yet to be revealed. Miracles already unfolding in the background of your life. And through it all, I remain, your shepherd, your defender, your peace, your provider. Keep seeking. Keep listening. Keep loving. Keep hoping. Because you are mine. And your story isn't just safe with me, it's glorious.